Hello, I am Martin Fencka and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Assyria. So at the end of the previous episode we finally managed to vassalize Greece, so we ended the war and now we'll see what happens when we drop all the war weariness. We have a lot of war weariness. How much is it in the end? 60? Actually, maybe it's not that much, but it has a really bad effect on our unit cap, and because we are now 7 units over the cap, that has a really bad effect on the overall economy. So when one thing disappears, then like the whole cascade will start and everything should improve pretty significantly. I'm just curious about how much everything is going to improve. So that's that, and we'll also start preparing for the attack on China. I guess we will go... Well, that's a good question. I think we'll go through La Venta and just attack here, because, of course, attacking from this side would be kind of difficult. But at some point, I want to take Xi'an, so maybe I'll just split the army and hope that China is so far behind that I can handle, like, sieges on 2 places at the same time. It should be fine. We can probably send just, like, 2 cannons south with 2 more units. There shouldn't be almost any units down here. Okay, let's start working on everything. Let's go through all the pop-ups first. You control 25% of the world's horses. Well, we're gonna lose that, because we're gonna lose this town once we raise the city, and I'm not gonna replace it. I don't want to expand so far north. I'll just leave this territory to Greece. I don't really care about the territory. We're gonna be getting more than enough cities to the south. So Greece can have everything here if they want it. City became religious, whatever. There's the bonuses and some more bonuses. Connection between, that's the newly started city. Okay, and some extra population that's here. Yep, let's work at the sheep. You're gonna improve it as soon as possible. And Shanghai is growing as well. Can we find a decent tile to work here? 65. How long will it take? 7 to 8 turns to get an engineer. That is quite a long time. What if I just gave this tile to Shanghai? It doesn't have food or production, or has very little, but gold and culture might be useful. Is Beijing working this tile? Oh, I thought that Beijing wasn't working that tile. In that case, let's maybe leave the workshop locked for now, and we're gonna build lumber mills on these tiles as soon as possible to get the adjacency bonuses and more decent production tiles. Okay, starvation. Well, Athens, can we do something about it? It should go away. 13. I have to unlock tiles with food. Yeah, see, the less food I'm working, the better it is. And you're probably right, guys, that at certain point where we reach, or where we get over 100% penalty, at that point, the more food we get, the worse the situation gets. The game just wasn't built for this kind of modifier. So that now makes sense to me why the food is like scaling in this weird way. It just feels really odd that at certain point you have to lock less food to starve slower. I have to keep an eye on this, because once we solve the problem with the unhappiness and the unit cap, it will switch, and we'll have to lock as much food as possible. This should also help. No, we are not working these 2 tiles. Look at that. By getting rid of basically all the food, Actually, I didn't solve it completely. But we are now starting much slower. We're gonna lose one population. I really can't do anything about that. But we shouldn't lose more than that. And Assur should be fine next turn as well, I think. Production. No, this is just here. Whatever. We finished the bank. Good for us. What's next? Constabulary isn't bad because it reduces unhappiness directly. Do we have any illiteracy? No. Okay, read grocer. Is there anything? Just checking if there is like poverty reduction or like flat poverty reduction. It's not. Actually, this might be still the old description. It reduces poverty. It should be, with the new description, there should be -1 to poverty or something like that. Same thing as here, -1 unhappiness from distress. So I think grocer should be -1 unhappiness from poverty now, I think. But, well, it seems that I'm gonna build the constabulary. Might have the most noticeable effect. It's gonna take a while, but I think that's the way to go. Now, about the Great Diplomat. I've actually decided to build an embassy. And I'll leave the city-state under the Korean control. I checked both Korea and Greece have or picked up statecraft. They both should have tradition statecraft, right? Tradition statecraft, and they have the same amount of social policies. Now, when we pieced out with Greece, and they don't have to focus on units anymore, I think they should be able to start taking over some of these city-states. Therefore, they will be basically getting them on our side. And even if they don't, I think we can handle war with these city-states for a while, just defend, and at some point we're gonna vassalize Korea. So if by the time these city-states are still Korean allies, they'll become our allies. So I don't really have to flip them to my direct control or under my direct control. Let's get the embassy. And the caravan goes back to Nimrud. Okay, you are done with that iron. And I said I wanted those lumber mills. Okay, units. Should I ask Brussels for something? Nah. Don't need it. I think we are fine. So how are we gonna divide the army? Let's first send what? 3, 4, 5 units to Xi'an. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the crossbowman 5. And the rest we'll send this way. Anyone else can move? This is gonna take a while. Another one. And just zoom out. Not quite enough. Another one. And do we have more? I think this one can move. Okay. Next turn we're gonna send more. We also need some extra garrison units. Maybe that's right. That's what I should buy right now. Let's see, can we buy Fencka for 840? Yeah, that will have to wait. Monopoly on dice. That's gold? Gold from tiles. That's not bad actually. In our current situation, that's like doubled our gold per turn, I think. Oh, how did this happen? How did we get a great profit in Athens? And how can a city starve in 0 turn? That also doesn't make much sense. Okay, so we're gonna keep the great profit and just use it to spread our religion when we capture more cities. It's not like I wasted that faith. Oh, this might be a problem. Okay, fine. We'll just work this garbage tile until we can improve it or find other sources of food. Oh, still 16 war weariness? Am I at war with someone? No, I'm not. Wars with city-states shouldn't count. Because the war awareness, I mean not war awareness, the supply cap problem improved, but I don't think that we dropped any war awareness. What is this? Oh, sure, we can work on 2 lumber mills at the same time. Okay, anything else? There is a worker. Sure, we can fix tiles around Athens. I'll leave this guy here until the city is raised. And hopefully everyone is moving now. Go. So we started with 16 war awareness. Let's see if that changes and if it does, by how much. 6. Okay, so it did change pretty significantly. Now the problem with the unit cap is gone. Distress is going up, or 21. Let's see. I really don't know how much we can expect from the Divine Right. It's 25% of happiness produced in each city is added to culture burden, so it's not excess happiness. Let's see, we are making 264. 279. Well, it's something. And next turn we'll see if it changes the boredom a little bit. What else? Yeah, now we have way too many people here. Can we find a better tile? Maybe trade tiles, at least temporarily. 1, 2, 3. No, this is too far. 1, 2. This is too far. I'll just have to build farms here as soon as possible. I can't even afford to work more specialists than the city would starve. And Sparta is finally not starving. So now, how many people do we have? 6. So now we want to log the food again. Yep, now it worked as it should. Let's unlock the market, unlock the iron, this mine, and we'll try to find better tiles. 1, 2... One more. What's the best option? What do you want to build next? I still want to build armory. That's 11 turns. Still 11 turns. Okay, so may as well lock. Actually, it makes no difference even on the growth. What about this? That's 9, 10. Fine, let's lock the forest. And how does it look like in Athens? I think now I can start locking these tiles again. Okay, that will do for now. And when we get some engineers, I'll lock them instead of these 5 food farms. Go. Come on, why is it taking so long? You should continue to expand your empire in lands I feel are mine. It can only ruin the possible friendship between us. Did I really start the city? What the hell? Well, I definitely don't want to start any cities anywhere near him from now on. He probably is complaining about this city. But it took him a while to realize that. And it's quite far from his territory. So I don't know why he's complaining. What's the problem? The stress. It's probably as only makes it worse. Well, let's get the constabulary. That will help a little bit. How much money are we making? 23 gold per turn. Look at that unhappiness. Oh, there's still war awareness though. I'm a little bit lost, to be honest. Because even though I can see where the unhappiness is coming from, I like don't really know how much I have to, or how do I explain it? For example, when I have problems with poverty and have, I don't know, 4 poverty unhappiness, how much gold per turn do I need to get to improve the unhappiness by 1? And it goes for each types of the unhappiness. How much of the appropriate yield do I need to change the number? If it's worth it looking for 1 or 2 extra production, for example, and if that even has a chance to change the distress, or if the numbers are much higher. Well, let's get the constabulary. That's a guaranteed unhappiness reduction. This is quite scary that we have 17 unhappiness, which is basically the maximum that we can have here. And we can see that when we get rid of the war weariness, we'll still have huge problems, because technically we have 6 unhappiness from distress, if I read it correctly, and 5 unhappiness from poverty. It just can't be applied right now because we are at the maximum unhappiness the city can have. I don't know, I really like the previous system a lot more. It was like easier to read, at least for me. Oh, we just lost our worker. Great. Can we get him back? Where did that barbarian come from? Maybe this helped? No. Okay, next. I hope this is not one of the captured workers, because if it is, we would again get the 50 turn prisoner of war penalty. Come on. Open borders. No. There goes Leaning Tower. I hope we have the damage taken back immediately. Good. So, is the war baroness gone? No, still 4 to go. Oh, probably don't have to worry about this camp. Also, probably should build the Heroic Epic. Almost forgot about it again. So let's queue it up first, even before the constabulary. How are our units going? I mean, doing. Slowly moving south. We can now start moving this Tercio as well. Okay, fortify. Just keep going. Okay, you can move back, and no, we are fine. We didn't get the prisoner of war. Good. Let's build that mine. And how does it look like in Athens? We want to build, I think, at least forge as soon as possible. I'm even gonna rush it. I really want to have that one engineer specialist slot. No one is starving anymore. And how are we doing? This is no wait. I thought that somehow the poverty disappeared. It's just that was moved one line up. So it's 15 poverty, about 29 distress. How are we getting so much unhappiness from distress? It's probably because in some cities we have to work those really bad tiles, so we are falling behind production and food-wise and can't really do anything about it. I guess that's the main reason. 45. What's the problem? Come on, why can't you move? Just go somewhere. Come on. How is Monty doing? How did he get defensive pact with Russia? How is Caesar doing? Defensive pact with... Oh, okay. So, this is interesting. Now we are getting an alliance almost between Russia and Monty. And Rome might be in trouble now. Because I'm pretty sure Celts won't help him. And if both Russia and Monty attack him, he will be in trouble. Didn't expect this. What is this? Global Peace Accords. No, we don't want that. World Religion, Islam. Well, why not? But I really want to stop the Global Peace Accords, so let's try it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do, because like most people on the map don't want to fight. I'm pretty sure Korea doesn't want to fight, Russia doesn't want to fight. It's already 8 votes. I think Alexander doesn't want to fight either, so it's already 12. Just hope that they'll waste their votes on the world religion. What is this? 45. Oh, how does it look like with our garrison units? They now should be much cheaper. Only 360. Okay, much better than 840 it was before. 45. Can we buy units here? We can. So we can send another terrace. Maybe let's send one more south to Xi'an. And he'll move out of the city, get an upgrade. And we'll get those replacements. Ah, there it is. And we are on our unit cap again. Go. I'll have to remove this road. I just noticed that it doesn't have to be there. So how does it look like? Jewelry ban passes. I have no idea why. World religion fails and Russia and Korea wasted their votes. Because of Greece? Dude, look at that. Look at the effect of the Global Peace Accords. Oh, man. let's forget about this mine. We'll get the manufactory there instead. Where am I supposed to get the money now? This is the first time that the global peace accord is actually paused, and this is like the worst moment because we really can't get more gold anywhere. We can trade. Still 3 gold per turn. This is another problem, that the value of trades is not going up. Can we get an embassy? We can. Okay, here we'll have to wait probably for the embassy to like kick in, and then we should be able to get at least the 3 gold per turn for our copper. Propose. Oh, great. Is there anybody around? Send the crossbowman as well. I can now trade with Greece, so maybe that's the way how to solve the problem, at least partially. Let's see. Can get caravan in 3 turns, so let's do that. And we'll see how much we can get from Greece. Actually, I can check it right now. Trade routes available, and where it is, 8.5. 8.9. Well, it's something. Here's 9.5. We can just send 2 or 3 trade routes, and hopefully be enough until we get rid of that stupid proposal. Probably should work this tile. Just can't afford it to work the diplomat slot. Looking for buildings that can be built quickly and produce gold. What if I did this? Is it gonna change the building times that much? No. Okay, let's get arena. That's a good start. Next. That's not bad. I'll definitely take a free tercio. So is there a barbarian camp that we need to destroy? I think there is right here. Iron from Catherine ended. Fine. How did the income drop to -45? Because we lost the gold from China. Great. Thinking if I can somehow reduce my expenses. What I can do, I can get rid of these 2 missionaries. How many followers do? 12. Let's make it 13. How many do we have? 11. Let's get more. Because they cost quite a lot of money. And right now, I have to find every bit of gold I can. Let's actually delete this one. 35. And do we have any tea, coffee, bananas, or tobacco? We don't. Well, I think it's time to start building customs houses. Still checking if I have maybe some units that I could get rid of. I should really keep all the workers at least for now. So now we just need to get the caravan. That will help a little bit. And hopefully thanks to the extra gold that we are getting every time the border grows, we'll be somehow able to handle, let's say, like -20-ish gold per turn. Come on. Okay, still the same. It's a little bit more than the last time, but really not a noticeable difference. Let's wait a few more turns, maybe he'll change his mind and pay us 3 gold per turn. Here we want to remove the road. Fortify. It's actually quite scary that when I finish all the customs houses, I don't have any more buildings that give me gold per turn, and the custom houses won't be enough to improve the situation enough. Yeah, this is why I'm always trying to get some extra gold from my religion. Let's get rid of this guy. So now we are on 28. And there's this one. You know what? Let's just get rid of him. We don't really need missionaries because we are basically getting no pressure from other religions. Except here a little bit. But I think once we take the Chinese cities and flip them with the profit, everything will be fine. The natural pressure should flip all citizens to our religion eventually. Next. This is interesting then. Korea now has open borders with China, but they still don't know what to do with that settler. Do I want to work this? 12 turns. How much do I want to grow the city? I think I can't grow the city, just work more tiles with gold then in the market. It's still fine. And that's the new caravan. So can we send it all the way to Greece from here? We can send it pretty far. Yeah, we can send it all the way to Argos. That's probably the best one. 11. The question is, which way would it go? Wrong way. Can't go through Chinese territory. I really should send it from like Athens to Corinth. It's most likely not gonna be as profitable, but it'll be much safer. $45. And next. I don't want to start the war until there is at least one tercio in position on this road, so that China can't just send units north immediately and start pillaging our tiles. Oh, did Korea just lose a city? I saw... No. I think... Monty just popped a great general here. I'm pretty sure that I saw change in the shape of the border up here. I thought that might be Monty conquering cities, but he's probably just taking territory. Okay, more money. Minus 14, that's not bad. Let's unlock the library. Can't really afford to work that. 5 turns, and we can wait 5 turns, then work the last lumber mill. That's fine. Let's get. Oh wait, we can't get a village on snow tile when there is a road. Is there anything else? A resource? No, but we can. Let's see. How does this look like? 1, 2, or 1. No, I won't be able to squeeze in 3 villages on the road. What if I build the road this way? Then it won't go through the town. Or what I could do, I could build a village here and here. Have triangle of farms on these tiles, but I won't have the triangle down here. No, there is no good solution for this. I could just build 1 village on this tile and then have the bonus for farms. How much food do we have in Beijing? So you know what? Let's just build more lumber mills around our capital. Fortify, fortify, fortify. Keep moving. There should be 1 more barbarian somewhere here. Where is Argos? Yeah, that's fine. If we send the caravan to Corinth or Argos, doesn't really matter. The safety is the same. Okay, so somehow we managed to get to minus 2 gold per turn. So of course, excuse me, not ideal because we are basically working all the options, or we used all the options that we have how to make money, and we didn't even break even yet. But at least we are not losing 45 gold per turn anymore. There are still some buildings that will kick in soon. Maybe you'll be able to get to like 15 gold per turn in the end if we are lucky. Okay, I think we are done for today. Somehow we managed to stabilize, sort of. We need the next war to be faster. Probably let the war with Greece go for too long. Maybe I should have gone for 2 shorter wars with like a pause between and allow the economy to recover. But China should fall pretty quickly, so we should be able to do this in 1 quick war. Then we can pause, stabilize, and see what we can do with Korea. I think we want to start the war with China in the next episode as soon as possible. Let's see, we have these 2 guys almost in position. Let's see, you can move, let's say, here, and you can move here. So next turn, is there 1 more? I want to have one unit in this area because there is the knight and the heavy skirmisher. Yeah, so in the next episode, I think on next turn we start war. And let's see, how long is that gonna take? We are missing some cannons. Maybe that's something I still should do. Send cannons this way. It's one, and let's send this one. Okay, so next time we definitely take Chengdu, try to take Xi'an as well, and ideally prepare the siege of Nanjing so that in the episode after that we can take the rest of China. But for today we are done, so I hope that you like this episode. I hope that you're gonna join me next time again. And until then, have a good time. Bye bye.